Hey there, in today's video I'm going to show you how to create your own designs or bring in your own designs to the new Creative Studio. I'm also going to show you some of the mockups and some of the 3D effects that you can apply to show your customer. I think it's pretty cool, so let's get started. Here you'll see the home page. Here you'll see creations, anything you created, and anything from your files. You can add, if you're going to keep using them, you can stick them in your favorites. I'll show you an example. See, I have a heart here that automatically puts it in here, and it's in there. And if you don't want it anymore, you just trash it. So come back here, put a heart on it, automatically comes in here. So galleries is everything that you imported from the old Creative Studio. So here are all my images. I'm going to show you how to create. So come up here, start creating. And I'm going to start with a mug. I'm going to click on a, let's do this tumbler. Actually, let's do this stainless steel one. Here, whatever you put in here is what's going to wrap around. And I'll show you in a minute using the 3D preview. I'm going to go to galleries and see what file of mine will look okay on there or will work on here. I clicked on one by accident. Well, let's do this anyway. So let's say we're gonna go with that, and I want to scale it to that size, and let's come up here to 3D preview, and here is what it looks like. I think that's pretty cool. You can see the inside as well. So I would need to delete this because this is a saved image. So I'm going to show you how to crop that. So you can either go outside of that boundary, but then it's going to cut off my letters. And I don't want my image to be higher, more at the top than at the bottom, if that makes sense. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to come up to the right, click on crop, and I'm just going to, you don't have to, you don't click on crop until you're done. You just have to use your little mouse arrow and then just cut off that top section and then crop it. And now you have to minimize it and then fit it into your design space, and now you can 3D preview. And then there you go. So as long as you stay in that guideline, within those guidelines, you're golden. I think that's pretty cool. This is the big plus for me. Everything else I have to get used to, but this is a big plus for me. I'll show you another one. Let's do let's go back to products. I guess we can do a shirt. Let's see, let's go with this one. You can actually put that here, that would be cool. The only thing is you can't do a 3D preview on these. All you can do is a front and back. And if you want to put something in the back, here's your guideline. You can take it, turn it off, turn it back on. Here's a grid if you want to make some alignments. You can't really see it. Go back to the front. So that would be cool for the front pocket of this. Let's try another one. Go back to products. Tile ceramic. There's not very many options. The only reason that I can think of for there not being that many options is because, for instance, on, oh crap, I hit the wrong button. For instance, the old Creative Studio, let's say I was working on a mouse pad. And let me bring in just a random image. I think the reason that it's like that, or that they don't have that many options anymore, is in the old one, you could size your images according to this mouse pad, and it would tell you that it's 10 by 8 inches, and you would just print that on 8.5 by 11 sheet, and then be done with it, of course, with your bleed lines, which is the border. So I think that they don't have a mouse pad because now they want you to just work on, I'm going to go back. And I don't like that it takes a little bit, only because it's cloud-based. So let's go back to creations, start creating. And the reason that there's not that many options is because now you have to use, you have to click on more, and then customize your print area, which the mouse pad was 8 by 10. So you can change this for me, use millimeters or inches, and of course inches. For me, the width was 10 inches by 8 inches. And that's the workspace. So you would just click on create, and then you can bring in your image. That's the reason you don't see too many blank products, is because anything square, rectangular, or whatever, you're going to have to use the custom print area, and then put your measurements in there, of course including your bleed line. So just play with it. The 3D one, again, if you don't have the option for 3D, the only option you have is to print it. And you can share your work on like your social media, but you have to pay for that. That's an upgrade. Let me bring in their image, one of their images, one that you can modify. Let's go with free. Type free up here, and I'm going to click on holidays and events. Let's grab this one. So let's say I want to change the mother's font to something different. Just come to the right and just grab a different font, and you've got a bunch of pages. There's like, I guess, looks like 19 pages of fonts. Then these are the names, like Yellowtail font. I don't like that one. Alex brush looks pretty much the same as the original, but I'm just showing you how you can change these fonts. Seeing this one, you can move this to the back so you can get to happy. So click on happy. Disco. I'm just going to pick a random font. And then the background, you can't do much with it. So anyway, that's just some of the things you can do with this new Creative Studio. It's going to take some getting used to, but again, it is what it is. I've had my system for 5 years, and I hope you guys make your changes before March 1st, because if you don't save your images or import your images to the new Creative Studio, you're going to lose it all. So please make a note of that. Start today. Start importing. and I'll upload a video for that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time.